Welcome to the SuperVerse, the official relaunch of SuperFarm, the project that I founded last year. And look, I know the market's in an absolute terrible place. Crypto has gotten beaten and battered over the last several months, culminating with this FTX drama. But guess what? This is the perfect time to build and ship stuff because the only people left are here for the long term. There's no more short-term rewards for shipping something kinda cool. In fact, the only people building and shipping are doing it because they believe in the long-term future of the space. So in supporting that vision and showing what I believe is the ultimate conviction, this is the time to publish the biggest and most important tech for the industry. I'm super excited and proud of what's being shown today, so to celebrate, I'm gonna be giving out 1 Ethereum to someone who comments below their favorite part of the video. As always, I thank you all so much for watching, supporting along the way. Without any further ado, let's dive in and talk about what the SuperVerse is. The first part is going to be the brand, mission, and vision, why this is a relaunch and just not publishing of products within the ecosystem. And that's because we want the project to have cohesion, to have a clear mission, vision, and utility around why these products exist, why they belong under the same umbrella, and essentially understanding the overall purpose of what's been built. The second part of the video is going to be going through the products within the ecosystem. One of those is a video game called Impostors that's already live, already being played, and has an amazing community, has had some insane gameplay events, and in my opinion is leading the charge for gameplay-first Web3 gaming ecosystems. The second product within the ecosystem is brand new, and this piece of tech is something that is a true achievement and something the team is very, very proud of. That product is called GigaMart, and it's a complete immersive NFT platform and marketplace that pretty much has all the features that our team as avid NFT traders has always wanted within a marketplace. There's a lot of cool stuff here. We're gonna go through everything about Impostors, about GigaMart, about the overall mission and brand, and then talk about part 3 of this video, which is really important, which is the governance layer, how the super token effectively governs over these products and how both of these products fit into a single protocol layer. Now, the great part here is that this is where the super community comes together and makes decisions about the future of this ecosystem as a decentralized organization. Make sure you watch all the way to the end to get the full understanding of this ecosystem. Again, I want to be clear, there's nothing being sold, there's no new assets entering the market, there's no new supply for super token or anything like that. This is just a metric ton more utility for the existing assets in the ecosystem. So if you're excited like us, hit that like button and let's dive in. First and foremost, you can check out the website by going to the official SuperVerse DAO Twitter and then clicking through to the website through the link section. Beware at this time, whenever there's new stuff entering the ecosystem, there's a lot of scams, so don't click any links. There's no new airdrop. There's nothing that you need to do, so do not click and sign any links, and beware that there are always fakes and scams around that try to take advantage of these launches or relaunches. Effectively stay safe and don't click any funky links. But as you can see, this is a new brand. SuperFarm was created during DeFi Summer. Now, DeFi is not really the focus of this ecosystem. However, immersive gaming, Metaverse, and NFTs most certainly are. Now, we know Metaverse is now a bad word. Mark Zuckerberg stepping down from Meta, blah, blah, blah. We've told you from the beginning that it's not Metaverse like some city you go set up and live in like a second life. That's not the next stage of this ecosystem. It's crypto gaming and NFTs. And that's why that's what we're focused on, and that's what the SuperVerse contains. There is no second life stuff going on right now. It's purely gaming and excitement that is focused on the Web 2 gaming ecosystem of today, as well as Web 3 utilities and immersive products that actually serve a purpose to the existing user base of today. They're all present tense utilities, not some distant dystopian version of VR that doesn't exist. So Metaverse, nope. SuperVerse, yep. Now, I'm going to be taking you through the documentation, which is hosted here on Gitbook on the SuperVerse website. So if you want to dive in, it's a very extensive documentation section, which I'll be going through in a light version with you here in the video. But I encourage you to dive in fully on the website. So first of all, let's talk about the mission of SuperVerse, which is very simple. It has 2 parts. First is to onboard new users with gaming. That's getting people to play fun games that they enjoy and then building in Web3 into the back end. This can slowly but surely get people appreciating NFTs and Web3 for what they are, which is a pure benefit to the player, an ownership layer. When people discover this stuff through the game and not through the asset layers, great things will happen. That's always been my philosophy, and that's part 1 of the mission, to bring new users in through gaming. The second part of the mission is to serve those users way better with existing and immersive products here in Web3. The 2 parts of this mission are served by the 2 products within the ecosystem. First, Impostors, the social gaming ecosystem, and second, the Web3 native GigaMart, the first robust, complete NFT platform, marketplace, and aggregator. This is something that is a true achievement, and I can't wait to show you all in just a minute. Now, a very important note here is there's no new token. It's the same ERC20 super token that existed previously called SuperFarm. There's no supply changes. There's no changes to the tokenomics. And what you'll see by diving into the documentation is that literally almost zero of these tokens have ever been moved from their vaults. And that's because unlike many projects that jumped in and tried to take advantage of the bull market, the SuperVerse project has a very long-term view of what success looks like. And it absolutely must begin by serving users with products that they enjoy and that they rely on. It's that simple. So both of these products that bring in new users and serve them better here are governed by a single token, a single protocol. As we state here, we believe that gaming is the Web3 on-ramp and that the NFT marketplace is the Metaverse primitive. Effectively, the marketplace is the town square. But current marketplaces are so utilitarian, they don't actually bring people closer together, closer to the culture, and the reasons why people buy NFTs in the first place. And the big challenge here is user experience. By giving users experiences that make them want to come back time and time again, the products don't need aggressive tokenomics or incentives. They can sell themselves based on utility. That's the challenge, is to deliver a user experience that sells itself for the gaming side to onboard new users, and then the marketplace side to bring people closer together in the town hall that runs the next generation of NFTs. Most ecosystems are very lucky to have one product, but SuperVerse has two products that we're very excited about and are extremely synergistic. What you see on the screen right now is a visualizer that shows the code repository over the last year and a half as these products have grown and evolved, as the team has scaled, as the processes have become more sophisticated, and the actual infrastructure behind these projects has been scaled out. Now, one of the things that we realized while building GigaMart, this marketplace, was that in order to have the fastest, most accurate, reliable, and complete data from the blockchain, we were actually unable to rely on any external data providers. That's why we had to completely reinvent the marketplace infrastructure used for a marketplace. This has become kind of a buzzword of late, as other marketplaces are claiming that their infrastructure is the reason you should use them. But GigaMart is so much more than infrastructure. In order to achieve GigaMart, we had to create a bespoke, purpose-built block explorer. Obviously, you've used a block explorer if you've ever used Etherscan. We had to completely rebuild one here to serve the type of data that the marketplace needed at the speed it needed in order to give the customers the best experience. Building that infrastructure was a huge undertaking and one of the reasons why the ultimate release date for the marketplace ended up getting pushed out. But having this infrastructure puts GigaMart at a huge advantage over other marketplaces that get clogged, go down, and of course just can't handle the weight or the load of the demands of NFT traders. Now, building awesome infrastructure was really just the first step, because GigaMart actually prides itself on several key features that other marketplaces lack. Now, you've seen the code visualized, you've heard about the infrastructure. Now it's time to see the features built on top of that infrastructure that make this more than a utility and actually an immersive product experience. First of all, when you come to the site, what you'll notice is that we have DGen AF right up top. And that's because we're built by DGens for DGens, and we're here to have fun. We built a marketplace that is ours, that has all the features we wanted, and we designed it with the Web3 GM ethos in mind. What we have at the top are the top NFT collections by volume, but what you'll see here is the largest last sales. As you can see, over the last 24 hours, 7 days, pretty much it's been a Bored Ape Fest with most of the biggest sales in the industry happening for Bored Apes. But this right here is where you get a really nice trending section where you can see over the last 5 minutes, over the last 15 minutes, over the last 30 minutes, over the last 12 hours, what are the NFT collections that have had the most sales? And this is where, if you're a true DGen, a true NFT trader, you can catch stuff early. Some of these projects haven't had their metadata pulled in yet because they're so low on volume, but this is where you find stuff super early, especially if you're looking for little bits of traction in the bear. This is a good place to begin. And when you see any collection here on GigaMart, you can easily click in. You can find any and all activity across any marketplace on the blockchain. It's a complete set of data directly from our own block explorer. We also have owner data, which is not as easy to access on other marketplaces as it should be. And then you also have an advanced analytics panel, all great things. But one of the things that I absolutely love about GigaMart that is a real advancement here are these 4 features. Now, one of the absolute coolest things about this marketplace is this right here, which is a collection chat that anyone can access. And it's actually verified and you're chatting from your wallet itself. So there's 2 chat boxes on any collection page. There's the public chat and then there's the verified holders only chat. And as you can see, I don't have an Azuki in my wallet, so I can't get into this one. Now, why is this actually an innovation? Well, building a chat system over the marketplace actually brings the community energy into the marketplace. And it's done in a way that projects can get rid of the token-gated chat features that they use in Discord. Now, of course, Discord is great, but I personally don't love being in Discord a lot. If I could see the community energy in the chat right on the marketplace, I know for me, I'd be spending my time there because that's where my buying and selling decisions are. So being able to see the community chatting and sharing and knowing that I'm actually hearing from verified holders within the chat, that I can actually click into their wallets and see how many they're holding, their history, whether they're traders, flippers, whether they're collectors, power users, all that stuff being right there on the marketplace is like bringing Discord right into the marketplace itself. And I think it's going to be an incredibly popular feature. Now, the next tab that will be populated here are the announcements. So any announcement that the project makes on Twitter, or especially any airdrops, will be linked right here. And it'll show up as a notification in your personalized feed. I know I personally miss airdrops for NFT projects all the time. I just can't keep track of it. But if I had one place where all my notifications were easy and I could quickly click through and find out what I had to do for the airdrop, I would never miss them. Again, this is another feature that I wanted as an NFT trader, and I couldn't figure out why no one could produce it for me. I've seen a lot of people talk about wanting an airdrop notification system. So guess what? We built one. There's also a following feed here where I can see updates from all the projects and collections I follow, activity across literally everything on the blockchain. I literally see any NFT minted across the blockchain in real time. As you can see, these are all within the last minute. So any NFT activity period is being logged here. There's also a lot of bulk tools here. So say with Mutant Ape Yacht Club, honestly, my favorite eyes for the mutants are the coins eyes. So say I want to collect some M1 and M2 coins, I can just go ahead and add some of these to my cart. As you can see here, it's really easy to build a cart and to go ahead and do a checkout here and do a bulk purchase. Now, along with the verified holder chat, personalized airdrop and project notifications, so you don't have to scramble through Twitter just to stay up to date on your bags. You don't have to be in 100 Discords to understand what's going on with projects. And finally, we have a feature that I believe sets this marketplace head and shoulders apart from all the rest. This is where we get our custom dashboards. So check it out. You can create these dashboards that literally tap into all of the features and the power of this marketplace, from the real-time data infrastructure, the analytics, the chat, the social features, anything you could imagine. Look, check it out. Let's go ahead and see activity. I want to see sold activity. I want to see Bored Ape Yacht Club. I want to see Azuki. I want to see art blocks. I want to see other deeds, Mutant Ape Yacht Club, and CloneX. Let's go ahead and start with those, and I can go ahead and apply. Now I have a widget here that effectively I can go ahead and drag and drop, make it however I want, skinny and long, whatever I want it to be, and I can go ahead and title it Favorite Collection Sales. Make sure to include Impostors Genesis, Neo Tokyo Citizens, and of course some Sappy Seals. So now I have my favorite collection sales, and I can just see here in my custom dashboard all of the recent sales from all the collections that I care about. Now let's go ahead and add a widget. I want to see the chat for Azuki. Go ahead and edit it, Azuki chat. I want to see sales and volume for Bored Apes. I want to see the sales and listing chart for CloneX. I'm actually going to push this down here because I don't like it up there. I'm going to make sure I keep my titles right. CloneX, sales plus volume. I'm going to go ahead and get a collection chat out here for other side. And what's cool here is I can toggle back and forth between the public and the holder chat. So say I want to make sure I see what the holders are saying inside the other side chat. Go ahead and resize this so I can actually fit another one. Let's go ahead and put a CloneX chat. Here I have the CloneX chat, and here we go. Now I'll throw in a Bored Ape Yacht Club sales chat. Let's just get that over here so it looks a little cleaner. Kept the Azuki chat in here. Here we see the dot plot of the Bored Ape Yacht Club sales. And here it is. Now I have my dashboard live. It's functioning. It's updating in real time. As you can see, we had an other deed sale 6 minutes ago. We have the chats. They'd be rolling here. The last thing I want to add about the marketplace is that you'll see that the marketplace is pulling in listings from other marketplaces, as well as there's a native order book. So as you can see, this item is listed on OpenSea for 66.2 ETH. And one of the things we're super proud of is that the cart system for multiple buys is actually the most gas efficient aggregator out there. So this is a step forward to save you money on your aggregated buys. We'll very soon be adding in all the other marketplaces that matter. Here you can see you can switch to a grid view or even a list view, so you can very quickly, very rapidly add things to the cart. It's not enough to build great infrastructure. And as a testament to how nice this infrastructure is built, GigaMart touts some of the fastest speeds in the entire industry at pulling data from the blockchain, as well as the cheapest gas efficiency for aggregated buying. So on top of awesome features like airdrop notifiers, holder chat, the next generation of analytics, there's also a focus on hardcore tech with a capital T that actually makes this whole thing more functional, cheaper, and a better user experience. Also, we love our JPEGs, so we made it so our image viewer is a best-in-class image viewer. This was actually modeled off of the Google Images image viewer so that you can have a really nice experience and automatically zoom and enjoy your JPEGs or your NFTs right there on the marketplace. Anyway, that was just a personal annoyance for me, is that a lot of these marketplaces have terrible image viewers, so you actually have to go externally download that image in a separate repo often to truly enjoy it at full quality. So there you have it. Amazing tech and infrastructure behind a marketplace with a ton of real innovations. I'm not going to spill all the tea with GigaMart. I want you to go follow the GigaMart NFT Twitter right now. That product goes live in just 7 days from today. We're extremely proud of GigaMart. We think it's an incredibly big step forward for marketplaces as far as user experience, community tools, things that just make it easier to buy and sell across all marketplaces. Again, we're starting with OpenSea, but we'll very rapidly add more marketplaces to the product offering. Now, I wanted to get to that first because that is a whole bunch of new tech hitting the market as part of this SuperVerse relaunch. But I also wanted to talk about one of the biggest achievements of this project so far, which is Impostors. Now, Impostors is the social deduction game that is live, being played in closed beta right now with an absolutely extraordinary community. I mean, honestly, if you want to understand good vibes, go check out the Impostors Discord. It is filled with people who are just here to play games, to have fun, to literally experience products that really symbolizes to me what the industry could look like in a few years from now. What I've been fantasizing over for years now, which is what if people were focused on games and gameplay instead of just speculating on assets? What if they were just there to have fun? Well, that would be something that doesn't fall apart during a bear market. And I'm very pleased to tell you that the Impostors community has been rock solid during this bear market. So much so that this community actually on their own hosted a Las Vegas meetup, renting out a huge event space and holding a tournament live time, making their own merch, setting up the whole thing from soup to nuts. It was absolutely astounding as a project founder to see this. Now, Impostors isn't just a simple game. The goal of Impostors is to give people content creation tools. That's the point of social games, is that gaming content creators can use them to make more compelling content for their audiences. We talked with some of the biggest gaming content creators in the world while building Impostors, and they all said the same thing, is that social deduction and social games make for the most fun content, but that there wasn't enough content within the games. So we listened to their complaints about the existing social games out there, and Impostors is working to address those so that those content creators can better entertain their audiences. This focus on social and on content is one that we believe makes Impostors very unique out there in the world. There's a whole white paper that's extremely long and intense, and I encourage you to check out the Impostors documentation at docs.impostors.gg. However, I wanted to touch on something really important, which is that Impostors has been an absolute triumph of roadmap delivery. Every single roadmap item that has a date on it from the Genesis season has been delivered, including the closed beta access. The only thing left on the Genesis roadmap is the culmination, which is the land mint, which will happen as we're moving into the next stage of the project. Impostors has attracted attention from some of the world's biggest gaming content creators, including an advisory role from FaZe Banks. As you can see here, FaZe is the founder of FaZe Clan, which is one of the biggest gaming content creator organizations in the world, arguably the biggest, and Banks totally understands the vision. The game is partnering up with people like Banks to help get content creators play and utilize this game as a toolkit for entertaining their fans. And I want you guys to check out, there's some content creators that have already started their journeys from within the Impostors ecosystem, like Nerdy Juan here, and as you can see, some of his recent videos here with Impostors all over them have been getting 16, 17, 18,000 views. This is what it means for content creators to use the game as a toolkit to build and grow an audience, and it's really exciting to see it happening at this small level this early on in the project's life cycle. I highly encourage you all to check out the Impostors product and become a part of that community because it's extremely positive, extremely uplifting, and the next beta event should be an absolute riot just like the ones before. I play a lot in these events, so you can get into lobbies with me and play with me, have some fun, make some memories, and outlast this bear market, which at one point will of course end. But for now, we play games. So now you understand the mission and vision around SuperVerse and the two core products within the ecosystem. Now remember, SuperFarm launched with the simple vision of an NFT farming protocol. But after so many projects had trouble really utilizing this in the way that we had imagined, the protocol pivoted into adding more core utilities that we believe really embody the future of the NFT industry. That's why SuperVerse is more appropriate for this next phase of the project than SuperFarm, which was more of a reference to DeFi. So now you understand the vision, the mission, the brand, as well as the two core products and how they work together, with Impostors looking to bring on Web2 users through the power of immersive gaming and helping empower content creators. Now, one of the beautiful things about empowering content creators is that it has the potential to overcome that stigma that gamers have towards NFTs right now, a stigma that we see as an inevitability that will wear off. And we believe that social gaming and empowering content creators is the story of how that stigma gets overcome. Now, once users are in Web3, they now have GigaMart, a complete immersive platform with everything from chat, airdrop, announcements, notifications, customized dashboards, and more. You can even share a link to your own personal battle station HQ so that anyone can see the dashboard that you're working with. We even made it so those dashboards can pull in analytics from Dune. So whatever analytics you want in your dashboard, feel free to grab them. Our point is just to build a platform that has everything you could possibly need, so you have an immersive Web3 platform and marketplace, as well as an on-ramp to Web3, creating new users from people who love gaming. This to us fulfills the two prongs of the mission. Now let's talk about the third part of this video, which is the governance layer that brings this all together. Now, I want to state before we dive in here, these are ideas that have been collected by the community on how Super as a governance layer can work to unite these products and effectively decentralize the ecosystem. Now, these are in proposal format because they need to be officially voted in with on-chain governance. We'll be opening the proposal system shortly here. We encourage you, if you're part of this ecosystem, please go on Twitter, join the Twitter space. It's linked in the tweet below this video. That space will discuss everything mainly about governance and how the community can make critical decisions about the next phase of the project. With that said, here are some ideas that we've collected from the community that we believe could be good ideas for the next phase. So the main idea here is that you have multiple products, each with the ability to create fees and revenues at the protocol level. At the marketplace level, there are fees associated with the marketplace. In Impostors, there's a ton of commercial activity that goes on around, especially on the asset level, and all of those things can create fees for essentially one singular DAO treasury. You have both products that are part of a single governance layer. That governance layer creates a DAO treasury, which based on the rules that you as token holders elect will abide by those rules. What happens with the fees created by both of these products will be governed over by the Super token if these proposals are passed. So it's important that you all rock the vote, get out there and go ahead and solidify the rules on how these products will actually be governed over. And this is the fully decentralized vision of how these products are truly governed over by token holders around the world. To be clear, the products have already generated over $2.5 million for the DAO treasury that token holders will get to decide the fate of. In the end, the project should be looking to create rules and quite literally a protocol for how money and fees generated by this on-chain ecosystem are controlled, if not distributed, to token holders. That is the ultimate goal, is a fully token governed ecosystem of real products for real users. Now, the DAO has proposed launching with a board structure, so people will help get these proposals through the proposal process. We have awesome leaders from around the space joining in to help out with this process, but really what makes this process great is each and every one of you. I want to also caution everybody during these launch moments, there's a lot of scams that go on. The foundation is working right now with token listing sites, exchanges, and everyone around the industry to update the branding, to update the name. But for now, understand that there will be a lag period where the SuperFarm token gets updated in branding and everything to reflect the new SuperVerse brand vision, but the token contract is the same. Anyone telling you there's a new token contract, there's a new airdrop, beware, that is a scam. The reality of the SuperVerse ecosystem is one of real products, real utility, trying to serve real users, both outside and inside the crypto ecosystems today, right now, not with frivolous visions of what the future could be like, but with real use cases and real exciting products today. We'd always love for more community members to help shape how we view the future, so please make your voice heard. Come join in our Twitter space. This is a chance for AMA, for asking all kinds of questions. We want to have active discussions with the community about the role of the existing NFTs in the ecosystem, how they will come into utilities within the marketplace, within the DAO, the tokens themselves, the board structures. All of these things are up for us to collectively shape, and I really hope that each and every one of you comes and takes advantage of this chance to be a part of what I believe is a very important ecosystem here in crypto, one that focuses on self-custody, on real decentralization, and real product use cases. You've seen the aggressive growth of the code repositories. Now, all I ask is that you get in here and touch the products that have been made, because we believe they are fantastic, and we believe they aspire to that next generation, more immersive product products outside and inside the industry. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you enjoyed this SuperFarm relaunch as the SuperVerse. Please check out all the technical documentation, and bear in mind, GigaMart goes live in just 7 days. Go check out the GigaMart Twitter. The link is in the description below, and make sure you're following, as you know, we're gonna be doing some fun stuff towards launch. Anyway, there's a lot in this video. We're gonna cut it off here. As always, I thank you so much for the community that's been rocking with me. Remember, you can win 1 ETH from commenting your favorite part of the video below. Make sure you go retweet on Twitter and support the announcement. As always, I'm EllioTrades. I thank you so much, all of my SuperFarm family, everyone who's been following the project and who is excited about SuperVerse. Let's take on this next era of crypto and blockchain with real products, real utility, and of course, fight the good fight through this bear market. As always, I'm EllioTrades, and I'll see you very soon on the next episode.